Hello and welcome. I'm ChrisStrub. I am going to turn the camera around so you guys can see me. I am the first guy to live stream in all 50 states, and it's great to see you. I'm grabbing my water bottle here. So, why am I periscoping tonight? Well, first of all, thanks for being here. I wrote on my, here we go with the cross-platform stuff, right? So I wrote on my Facebook page tonight that I had finished writing my book, and it's true. I did finish writing the book. It seems there are a few more steps involved before that book can be available. One of them would be editing. One of them would be making a cover of some sort. One of them would be is my Periscope working? Who's here? Is there anybody here? Hello? If you're watching and you want to comment and say hello, that'd be cool, so I know that we're actually functioning here. So anyway, I wrote on my Facebook page tonight that if I got a certain number of likes on a post, that I would share one chapter of the book with, or I would share it on social media, right? And so everyone probably expects me to just post the chapter on my Facebook page. That would probably make sense, right? But instead, I'm going to read that chapter to you guys on Periscope. And the chapter that I'm going to read would be number 16. And if you're just joining in, thanks for being here. Again, we're live, but I imagine more people will watch this on the replay when I post the link on my Facebook page. So I am going to tell you tonight, in my own words, about Opportunity Village in Las Vegas, state number 16. You guys ready? Here we go. And by the way, before I start reading, you can read all about my trip at facebook.com/teamstrub. You can add me on Snapchat at ChrisStrub. You can go to teamstrub.com and click on the I Am Here logo to review all of the links for all the news coverage and my video interviews, my Snapchat interviews. All of those fantastic things are available at teamstrub.com. Are you ready? Ooh, that's wrong. This is actually my first time reading back through this now, and something is already amiss in the first line. June 14th, 2015. State number 16 of 50. Dateline Las Vegas. By the way, I haven't seen a single comment, so if you're watching Cindy Ortegon and you want to say hi, ready, set, go. Great, perfect. Not all nonprofits are created equal. As I relive my summer state by state, some memories are more fond to recall than others. This is weird reading what I wrote, right? And while first time here, Cindy here from Round Rock, Texas. Cool, I was in Round Rock. So how awesome is that? I was actually in Round Rock. I threw out the first pitch at a Round Rock Express game. And while I try to recap each visit in a similar number of words, I feel like I could write all night about my time at Opportunity Village in Las Vegas. No organization made me feel quite as welcome as OV. I'm sorry I missed you too. For months in advance, their social media and communications department was keeping in touch, going through the trouble of creating and distributing their own customized press release, which even got picked up by Robin Leach, which was pretty cool. That actually did happen. And for everything I read about OV before my visit, it was all that and more. As I look back at my entire summer, my other two favorite organizations, Eat South in Montgomery, Alabama, I'm editing now as I go, and Youth Rebuilding New Orleans, were right at the beginning of my trip, leaving me not fully prepared to take in and appreciate the experience. By the time I pulled up to OV, I was confident, ready, and well prepared. I was. ... That is, until I arrived. Ooh, the twist. Ready for it? Man, a little Taco Bell tonight. Special events manager Veronica Atkins, an absolute angel, if there ever was one, and she really is, had planned a full day of activities for me, starting right off the bat with a sit-down interview with venerable CEO Ed Guthrie. I was so excited to meet this man and hear of his decades of experience at the helm that I misread Veronica's final email to me and promptly showed up at the wrong campus. Wrong campus. Immediately, all of the enthusiasm and energy I'd built up went out the window. Embarrassed to no end, I was keeping the CEO himself waiting. 2 exclamation points. I sprinted back to my car, frantically emailing Veronica a slew of apologies while trying to remember that, hopefully, everything would be okay. Channeling my inner New Yorker as I drove that's awkwardly written, as I drove assertively to the correct location. Nothing I decided, just 2, nothing I decided could ever come easy to me. Just when you think you're in a position to succeed, the rug can come right out from underneath you. That was a mouthful. But from the moment I walked in and met Veronica, I knew everything was going to be fine. Flustered, I love that, flustered, I still managed to bungle my interview with Ed, who graciously agreed to still take the meeting, despite me being nearly 30 minutes late. It sucked. Lacking composure for what surely would have been one of the best interviews of the summer, he was great, is still, to this day, one of my biggest regrets. But neither Veronica nor I would allow my tardiness to detract from what would truly be a life-changing day. I met Jesse, the leader of the famed OV Elvi. I'm looking for the sunglasses, but I don't have them handy. Leader of the famed OV Elvi, an all Elvis tribute dance troupe that is one of many incredibly memorable wrinkles in the fabric of OV. I met Daryl Borges, the organization's music director, who performs regularly himself under the bright lights of Vegas, but eloquently explained that his time sharing his gifts with the OVIPs is immensely more satisfying. Yeah, I didn't beat myself up over it. We're getting there. I met Steve Kuntz, OV's smooth-talking director of event operations, and learned a lot about the one-of-a-kind magical forest. I should add a little more in there about the magical forest, because it was awesome. But most importantly, I met dozens, maybe even more than that, of let's try that again. But most importantly, I met dozens of developmentally disabled individuals who were delighted to let me bring some well-deserved attention to the terrific work they do every single day. I spent 2 days in Las Vegas and neither placed a single bet nor had a single drink on the Strip. I actually did have a drink in Vegas, but it wasn't on the Strip, so I could write, didn't have a drink on the Strip. And it was unquestionably the highlight of my 50-state journey. Before I even pulled away from OV, I knew it was a spot that I wanted to visit again sometime. Next stop, Salt Lake City. ChrisStrub, that's me, visited youth organizations in all 50 states over the course of 100 days during the summer of 2015. See the photos, videos, interviews, See the photos, video interviews, news coverage, and much more, including Taco Bell. That's not the much more you want to see. See the photos, videos, See the photos, video interviews, news coverage, and much more at www.teamstrub.com and www.facebook.com/teamstrub. So there you go. That is chapter 16 from Opportunity Village in Las Vegas. And to answer your question from a moment ago, no, I'm in Watertown, New York. I am in Watertown, New York, which is about an hour north of Syracuse, 2 hours north of Binghamton, and approximately 4 hours from New York City. So there you go. Maybe you watch this replay all the way through. that's pretty awesome. You got to hear me read an unedited, obviously, chapter of my book. You see the light on my laptop just went off, which led to me not looking like a robot. I really appreciate, who's here? Cindy Ortegon, for hanging out with me on a Saturday night. This is great. I feel like everyone else in the world is watching an illegal stream of UFC. But I chose not to do that. I wanted to read this to you, and I will now go share this on my Facebook page, and hopefully we will inspire some of the folks from Facebook to, or out on a date. Yeah, could be out on a date. I don't do dates anymore. It's just not my thing, I guess. But yeah, going to post a link to this on Facebook. Maybe people will read through it and see how cool it is to be on Periscope and hang out with cool folks like Elisa, who met Norm Macdonald, which is pretty cool. So, Elisa, you missed it. I read the whole thing. You're going to have to watch the replay. Again, this was chapter 16 of my book, my yet-to-be-titled book about my 50-state, 100-day journey around the United States. Oh, she says, you're talented and cute. Oh, thank you. It's very sweet of you. Lisa, it's lovely to see you. But you see how cool it is that people can jump right in and I can just talk to them. Like you see Elisa's like, dang it, I want to watch. Everybody can watch. This is really cool. You can watch live. And maybe I didn't have to do this at 1 o'clock in the morning, but the next one we'll do during the day, and you can come hang out and watch and talk to me, and I can talk to you, and it'll be fun and exciting. I mean, I'm no Norm Macdonald, but I can try my best. So for now, I'm going to let you guys go. Please check out facebook.com/TeamStrub. Seriously, there's a whole lot of stuff on there. Facebook.com/TeamStrub, www.teamstrub.com, Snapchat. Add me on Snapchat. Elisa, are we Snapchat friends? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? How are we not Snapchat friends? What is going on? Pop Culture's here. Pop Culture, you also missed it, so you're going to have to check out the replay too. I just read chapter 16 of my book, yet to be titled, obviously yet to be published. Still need some cover art, but very glad to see you here as well. 965E4340. ADA544C. Great to see you as well. Teamstrub.com, facebook.com/Teamstrub. Make sure you follow me on Periscope, and if you enjoyed this, please make sure you send out a tweet and let everybody else know that they can come watch it too. Swipe to the right, press tweet, be able to watch this for 24 hours. Until next time.